You know who made it.
Live from LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, and Twitch. It's Revenuing's Whiskey Wednesday. Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday, Revenue Party people. We've got hot topics, hot prizes, and hot guests for you tonight. So come on in, snuggle in close. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from. You never know. There might be someone next door just watching. But yeah, I'm in Ohio, and we've got some other awesome people here from around the U.S. Really quick, we've got a lot going on in the world. And, you know, I have to just stop and send my condolences and my heartfelt knowledge just out there to everyone right now. You know, and I see that our authentic personal selves is the best weapon to adversity. And so that's why I didn't cancel Whiskey Wednesday tonight, which I did think about. I'm really sensitive to events like what's happening right now. And so, you know, I just want to send my heart out to anyone else who's been watching the news. I try not to, but it's all over Instagram and everywhere else. But it is what it is, and it's important. And I think that we need to see it. We need to acknowledge it. And I think that younger generations, most of us are peaceful people. We just want the killing to stop. It's not okay. And with that, I'm going to digress. Sending love to everyone. Please feel free to just share what you want in the comments. But we're going to keep the vibrations high tonight because that is our peaceful weapon to all of this adversity. So let's get right into it. I've got a lot of hot topics and hot prizes to share with you. Of course, make sure you're keeping up with Whiskey Wednesday at revenuing.com. You can subscribe to our newsletters there. I'm going to let you know here in just a second what you're entering to win. You just saw it on the intro video, but those are all the keywords you want to be tagging throughout the show today. I did, based on your feedback, create a little list here. Everyone's like, hey, we joined late and we don't know what we're entering to win. It's a little hard to read. And I'm trying to think of different ways to do it. We tried to have a GIF, but couldn't have a transparent background, so that didn't work as an overlay. But share your feedback. Love feedback from the audience. This list is created because of feedback from you. So let me know what you think. these are the topics. Of course, we've got intermission and some awesome guests who I'm going to bring on here in just a moment. And of course, tip jar, StreamYard. I'm a StreamYard affiliate. That's what we're using to create all of this. Please go to reveting.com if you don't scan the QR code right now. If you want to sign up for StreamYard. And also, if you want help or accountability, I am coaching on LinkedIn, on marketing, and on going live, and among other things. So we've got a group of people who are holding each other accountable in the Taking Up Space program. But anyway, that's the link for the StreamYard affiliate. I'm going to bring my co-host in here. What's up, Lydia? Hey, Lydia. How's it going?
I feel like I have to. I was gonna duck under.
There. I tried to fix it. Here, I'll fix it while you're talking.
Okay.
But we're
I'm loving the new layouts though. Like there's so much we want to share. It's like hard to get it all into one little window. But here's the important message that you need to remember. If you want a way to get visibility for your brand across all the different channels that we stream on, in front of a bunch of go-to-market people that are super fanatical about the things that we talk about on the show, talk to us about sponsorships. I don't want to take up a ton of time, but we've got some really good offers for 2024. So definitely reach out.
Definitely reach out. And I'm wearing some Le Tote tonight. If you've been here, you know I talk about
that top
every week. And yeah, I'm a big fan of this top. The Tote is an app that I use to curate my clothes based on size and style. And they send you a box of clothes that you get to pick out, or that you can just have it pick out for you. And now I'm at the point where I just pretty much let it pick it out things for me, unless I'm like, I have an event and I want something specific. But this, get your free box. This is really just for the ladies. It's ladies because it's hard to be lady, and you get to search I want professional clothes, I want casual business, because what the heck is that for women? We don't wear polos all the time, at least, we're not like dudes. But anyway, I'm gonna have to fix the layout here again, but I'll put myself in this one. But we've got, check out reveting.com/coaching. I can move that one out of here. Let's get into the prizes. So yes. Reveting.com/coaching will tell you more about prize one, because it includes the coaching program, 1 month free. You can join me in the group of people who are getting together 4 days a week, holding each other accountable and taking up more space online. Yes, it focuses on LinkedIn, but it's also about multi-channel posting, total, we were talking about Ogilvy this week and other marketing classics. We're getting into personas, audience building. So come join us and become a marketing expert. And then we also have Kiwi Writer. So #marketing not only gets you this group coaching, it gets you Kiwi Writer. Thank you to DJ Kim, as well as with Cherry Assistant. So DJ Kim is co-founder of Cherry Assistant as well. But Kiwi Writer is their app that is helping people write blogs with AI. And it's smart, like a marketer. So marketers will appreciate it because you can use your keywords to optimize your blogs. I'm using it now. I created a blog because of it on reveting.com. So get 10 free blogs with Kiwi Writer, and then 30 minutes with the Wishley Group. And you'll see a couple of these prizes throughout the different prizes. So definitely get 30 minutes. The Wishley Group, it's 30 minutes with Anish himself. And he has 17 plus years of sales experience, closing over 50 million high ticket sales for B2B organizations like Pinterest and Coca-Cola. He's one of the founding leaders at Rev Genius, and he was their first head of community. So he's got a lot going on. You're going to want to spend that 30 minutes with him. So enter to win with the Wishley Group prize 1. And then we have prize 2 here with Cherry Assistant. So Cherry Assistant help with putting all of this together. Same with Task Menu. You'll see they Task Menu follows up in the prizes. Cherry Assistant's been helping with all the designs and everything else. And Cherry Assistant is giving away free 30-minute business optimization, efficiency, and delegation. So if you're watching us live, of course, if you're catching this on the podcast, it's too late to enter to win. People tell me that all the time. But yeah, so prize 2, tag Cherry Assistant in the comments to enter, would win some consulting on making your business more efficient. The VA service with Task Minion is in prize 3 over here, as well as your course. Lydia, tell us all about it.
Yeah, it's a cold email course. I mean, it's, for me, the biggest struggle is always what do I write? How do I format these emails so that they're repeatable and transferable to different personas with different value props? And so that's what I decided to put into a course and show all of you how I've done over the years. And we're working on our cold call course too. So I'm really excited to have some more variety for you guys soon.
That's awesome. And of course, with prize 3, you're tagging Buzz Builder, and you're getting 6 months free with Buzz Builder. This is check it out. It's email, and it's going to help you with your cold email outreach. They're doing different things, and they're also providing services. So if you want domain rotation done for you, then they're doing that, but they have a different approach. So check out Jake Atwood on LinkedIn. He's been on the show. They're giving away 6 months free. Check it out. And then you get 30 minutes free with Anish as well on prize 3. Prize 4, we've got Luna.ai. And we're going to be bringing in Maren here in just a moment, who's going to be telling us a little more about it. But Luna has AI and cold email, domain rotation, everything sort of mixed up in one beautiful app that I have been exploring myself. So I'm getting really excited to start, playing with that a little bit more. But I'm excited that someone here who puts Luna and tags them in the comments is going to get 3 months free to try it out. And then, of course, Luna's giving away these Grove cookies as well. So thank you, Luna, for the Grove cookies. And also thank you, Grove Cookie Company, for being a Q4 sponsor. And prize 5, we got openbox.ai. We've talked about them before, 30 minutes with Anish. Lavender, you have to be a non-user to tag Lavender to win. And Anish is giving away 30 minutes with both of these. So you get software and consulting with both prize 5, prize 6. Prize 7 is the Wishly group. So tag the Wishly group, get this 30 minutes with Anish. There's always room for growth, right? None of us are experts. So even if you think you're at the top of your game and you don't need to learn, Anish is someone who's going to inspire you. And you get a headset too for prize 7. So you're going to want to check that one out. Thank you, Headset Advisor. You can't have one. If you've won a headset before, did I just share the guru of the week? I did. So I think that's enough of that. Let's get
super quick. I think you're good.
Let's bring our guests right in, because I'm super excited to welcome on the Maren Erickson and Nick Abraham. Thank you so much for being here on Whiskey Wednesday.
Thanks for having us. Very
excited.
It's a
pleasure to be on.
Absolutely. And Maren, I met you on Whiskey Wednesday on Thanksgiving last year, I believe it was, or like the day before or something.
Probably.
It was in an after party. And ever since, I've just seen you grow and grow and grow. And you are like so brilliant in what you're doing. Folks in the audience, if you're not following Maren, you're going to want to definitely do so. But before we hear from you, Maren, let's hear from you, Nick. Could you please take 2 minutes? I'm going to put 2 minutes up on the clock here. And I don't know you as well. This is really my first time meeting you. So can you tell me and everyone else here where you're from and what's your story and what you're doing over there at Leadbird?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I'd have a couple seconds to prep, but I guess I'll go ahead and go. So my name is Nick Abraham. I'm the founder at Leadbird, based out of Dallas, Texas. What we do is B2B cold email lead gen, nothing too special. I mean, I guess what makes us special and stand out from all the other lead gen agencies in the space is we've built our entire tech stack. So we built our own email platform. We built a tool to personalize all our cold emails at scale. We currently have over 100 clients, and we're growing pretty quick month over month, completely bootstrapped. And yeah, I guess that's like a quick background. I mean, I did that in 30 seconds. So I don't know what I'm going to say for the next minute and a half.
Tell us about you. Like, where'd you come? Like, where were you born? Where were you raised? Like, how did you get to becoming a founder?
Yeah, so born and raised in Dallas. And funny enough, I started a business and it totally flopped. And the reason it flopped is because I just didn't know how to do lead gen at all. And so it, had me kind of trying to figure out how to do lead gen. So went down the rabbit hole of learning how to cold called right out of college, closed my first deal. Then I learned cold email through Alex Berman on YouTube. And then from there, it's just been going. I learned everything up from the cold email side, and I feel like I'm pretty proficient in it, running the agency and such. And yeah, just always ready to learn from you guys and have this conversation.
Yes, let's do it. And Queen, Maren, let's hear from you. So tell everyone who hasn't met you before, and even people who have met you before, tell us what we don't know about you. In the next 2 minutes, I'm going to refresh the clock and pull you up on the screen.
2 minutes to talk about myself. Okay, so I am Maren Erickson. I am currently in Oklahoma City, but I'm from Salt Lake City, and it seems like there are a lot of Texas people in the comments. and I moved here from San Antonio. So I do love me some Texas. But I started in the SaaS space as an SDR, worked for a couple of companies, always wanted to go more into marketing in joining the space. And that's not as common as you would think to hear from an SDR. We'll be talking a little bit about that today. But yeah, other than that, I have a very cute dog who is, I call him my cat because he's too small and useless to be a dog. So anyone who actually knows me knows that anytime I talk about my cat, it's my little Chihuahua pug. But been really enjoying my time with Luna. I've been with them for about 4 months now. Definitely an up and coming business. Have some exciting new product launches as well as news coming here soon. But really excited to kind of bring that to especially the Whiskey Wednesday community and all of my friends here.
Absolutely. I couldn't be more excited to have Luna as a sponsor this quarter. Marin, and since you guys are sponsoring, could you just like take another like 30 seconds and tell everyone better than I did, like, what is Luna?
Yeah, absolutely. So Luna is an all-in-one B2B lead generation and cold email platform. So we are providing the leads to you as well as helping generate that copy and follow-ups. Gets a lot more in-depth than that, but that's the short version.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Well, I'm going to dive right into this first topic. And everyone in the house, I saw Katie Pinner, I see Tom Slocum. Thank you for being here. Please keep us honest in this conversation. Ask us the hard questions. And like we've got Erica, thank you so much in the background for helping me with comments. Keep the good questions up there for us and make us answer them. But let's get into this first topic. Nick, can you kick us off on mastering lead sourcing? So you are with Leadbird. You said you started this because your first business flopped because leads were frankly the problem. It was hard for you. So enhancing targeting through data validation, man, that's such a hot topic, data validation. So talk to us about it. Can you kick us off, Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. So data is probably the most important part of your outreach, whether it comes to any type of outbound. And so like where most people go wrong with their data when it comes specifically to cold email is they use just one data source. So like, you kind of look at your entire TAM, right? And let's say ZoomInfo covers 70% of it, right? And most people are all using just ZoomInfo. But let's think about all the other databases that may cover that other 30% that ZoomInfo may not. So the best practice is to use as many data vendors as you possibly can. And we use this method called waterfall enrichment, and it allows us to get the best coverage when it comes to sourcing our actual contacts. So instead of just leveraging one database, we're like leveraging 9 of them. So let me give you a good example, right? So let's say we pull agency owners from ZoomInfo, and let's say they give us 100,000 contacts. We validate those contacts using some kind of SMTP validation tool. We're going to be left with, let's say, about I think I said 1,000, right? So let's say 50% valid, so 500 valids. But that other 500 contacts that we don't have emails for because they're invalid, we could run their LinkedIn profiles or even just like their website and first name and last name and these other, I guess, like fields in through other databases to find their actual emails. And so that's probably one of the smartest things to do if you're in the data game. Waterfall enrichment, just running it through multiple data sources to increase your enrichment rate. And then one thing that a lot of people aren't doing as well is they don't validate their catch-all emails. So this is something that we do at Leadbird. We actually built an entire platform around it called Scrubby. It's used by about 2 out of the 10 top data vendors right now to validate their catch-alls. And so what we do is we built a pretty cool method to validate the catch-alls, and you'll get roughly about 50% of your catch-alls back. So that's a huge portion of your lead list. And the gold in validating your catch-alls is that most people throw them away. And so these are contacts that typically never get a cold email. And if they do get a cold email, it's never a good cold email. And so we call these our golden contacts, the validated catch-alls that we get through Scrubby. So yeah, that's kind of like data enrichment in a nutshell. And then, you get to choose your choice of outreach. I prefer cold email just because it's easiest to set up, very scalable, very affordable, and can be pretty much automated all the way through, depending on like what you're doing. I mean, it can be automated, but like the more, I guess, like automations that you use, the better the outreach can be. So we have like triggers to identify, if they posted on LinkedIn Jobs recently, so that we can tailor the outreach. We use tools like Quick Lines, which is another SaaS that I built, that will actually go into their LinkedIn profile and write like a personalized line about each contact. So we'll include that in the cold email to make each cold email look individually unique. But yeah, that's kind of like everything that we'll do on the data side to just maximize our outreach to get the best results.
Sorry, I'm trying to pull everyone in. That's incredible. Well, thank you for kicking us off with that. And like in terms of mastering lead sourcing and data validation, Maren, what would you add to this topic?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what Nick said, I definitely agree with. If you're only using one of those sources, it isn't necessarily setting yourself up for failure, but you're not giving yourself the best shot that you could. Lead generation is a tricky business, obviously, and there are a lot of different solutions out there. And it definitely depends on your industry as well for what kind of quality of data that you'll be getting from the different providers. And sometimes, if you are in an extremely niche industry, one might be drastically better than the other. So doing your research is very important.
I think the validation piece on the catch-alls too is really valuable and something to think about, because a lot of times if you're reaching out to a lot of enterprise and really large companies that are on Microsoft, when you do that initial email validation exercise, a big majority come back on catch-all. And personally, I didn't even know that you could validate beyond that. So that's really cool, Nick.
Yeah, the only way to validate a catch-all, I mean, like there's ways to identify and give a good certainty if a catch-all is valid or not, but the true way to validate it is you actually have to send like pretty much an email to the email address and see if it bounces back or not. And so that's what we automated with Scrubby. So we have like a huge seed network of just plain Gmail accounts, and all we do is just send blank emails to the lead list, see which ones bounce back, and then give you back the ones that don't bounce back because we know those are valid. And then you're able to leverage those for your outreach.
That's awesome. Because it'd be really hard to do that yourself at scale.
Yeah, we said right now like 1 million cold emails across 100 clients. So I think we get roughly about like 150,000 catch-alls. I'd say that we have to validate. So and it's funny, we used to do that manually with the whole team. They used to sit there and actually validate them with just like Gmail accounts and go through them, and it's a very tedious process, but it was needed because that's where we get a majority of our responses from. It's like the people who never ever get cold emails and just haven't been, kind of sprayed and prayed.
Spray and pray. Yes, that doesn't work, or does it? I don't know. Some people will say spray and pray like is a good way to research and like test a whole bunch of things, but would love to know what the audience thinks here. Like drop some good questions. What are y'all doing with data validation? Of course, we've got Task Minion here who's giving out some like data validation. They'll help you like build your list essentially with the prize that they're giving away. So I believe that is under prize 3. So make sure you're entering to win. But let's transition into topic 2. That's Boss Eric says, Sarah, what's up? Sarah in the house. I'm going to put up the second topic. Harnessing AI for impactful outreach. Cold email strategies redefined. So Maren, what can you teach the audience about this? And we've got people in the audience here. Like, let us know, audience, in terms of cold email, are you beginner? Are you expert? Do we have Jesse O in the audience and say he's like expert, right? Or have you never sent a cold email ever? Have you only done it like manually one by one, like from your corporate primary domain? Or like, do you know about domain rotation? Does that mean anything to you? Let us know in the comments. But Maren, what would you say in terms of like harnessing AI for impactful outreach?
Yeah. So one of the biggest things that the founders of Luna AI took into account when they were designing our product was that not everyone is an expert in domain rotation or even drafting the actual cold email. So they wanted to make it as easy as possible. And obviously, one of the easiest ways to do that is by utilizing AI. So we use GPT-4 will help draft that initial cold email using personalization from the leads, and then send follow-ups, as well as provide the very, very basic currently ways to maintain your domain health. So we do have a built-in domain health checker, and then we'll give different prompts for things that you can fix.
Keeping an eye on that domain health is really important because it can change. It could be fine one day and not fine a couple days later. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, we were just talking to someone earlier today who is going through setting up a new domain to email from for the first time. And we were kind of just walking through the basics and how to get everything set up and validated.
And that's a lot. And people are using cold email for so many things these days. Like I've even heard people like applying for jobs with cold email. Like, talk to us a little bit about like, because some people don't even know they have that pain point, like we have to pain inform them. So if there's anyone listening who maybe is like, no, cold email isn't for me, because I don't open cold emails or something like that. Like, how would you open their mind to that, Maren?
One, I don't know who is not opening cold emails. I mean, I get it, but I'm the type of person who has to have a zero inbox at all times, first thing in the morning. Um, I mean, writing a cold email is something that you have to stay on top of. And 5 years ago, it was a completely different format than it is now. And you can see Lavender is doing a great job of educating everyone and coaching everyone of how emails should look, what emails perform in cold outreach. But the different market that you might be selling into and identifying those pain points and getting the person to actually read that email in the first 15 seconds is the most important.
Mm, yeah. What would you add to that, Lydia? I mean, you've got a course in cold email.
I feel like you just have to stand out. I mean, all these pattern interrupts become patterns. Starting with a trigger observation, like everybody does that now. So what can you do differently, right? It's all about kind of trying different approaches that are going to catch people's attention.
For sure. Oh man, this is all great. So what's Carrie saying? I send cold emails from my work email, not familiar with domain rotation. See, and Carrie's an SDR. So we've got people here who this is new to. Let's spend a little more time on this. Like, Nick, what are you doing with cold email?
Yeah, so yeah, we do all the good practices with the domain rotation and everything. To kind of touch on the point earlier as well, I think right now what we've noticed is the best performing cold emails is the ones that use some kind of trigger. So, you're just finding high intent leads. So a great example would be for a lot of recruiters right now, what we're seeing works is scraping LinkedIn jobs, finding the hiring manager, and then emailing something along the lines of like, hey, I saw your job post for software engineers at our recruiting firm. We specialize in staffing software engineers. Is this something that you need help with? And, would you be interested in speaking? Something generic like that, kind of get the idea, but that intro line of being able to say, hey, I saw that you had a job post out for software engineers, and then being able to come in with a relatable value prop, like stuff like that works really well. So yeah, I would say like just trying to curate your lead list around triggers, or just like making it really specific to the value prop or the case study or just kind of the copy in the email is what's working right now. Outside of that, I would say like that's probably like some of the best stuff to do right now.
Definitely. And just real quick, like at a really like low level for domain rotation, just for those who don't know, you want to have domain rotation to make sure you land in the primary inbox. So go follow Jesse Owlett. If you're here and you know Jesse Owlett, please tag him in the comments so everyone can go follow him. He is like the email guru. And so why you do this is so you don't land in the spam box, right? So it's so easy to get in spam, and we've got a couple things to get through here. So you want to make sure that you're not sending too many emails from one domain, and that's where the domain rotation comes in. So there is software out there now that will help you manage multiple domains within one inbox, and Luna will help you do all of this. And we had a question earlier from AP about, something about with like, he wanted to know specifically like how Luna was using AI.
Again, so we're using AI for the actual email generation and cold email copy. The AI also will take any edits that you're making to that copy and continuously learn from that to be able to better generate an email that you have to change less.
I love that. Okay, so thank you for sharing. And we have a really hot topic 3, optimizing coverage and the power of enrichment in lead lists. So we're going to get to this topic because who doesn't need to enrich a lead topic? But we're going to do that right after this brief message from some of our awesome sponsors. So please tag the sponsors in the comments, give them some love. Thanks to them for their support. We'll be right back.
Hey, Whiskey Wednesday. Thanks for having me here. I'm DJ Kim, the founder of Cherry Assistant, a virtual assistant agency for founders. Over the last 5 years, I've done everything from e-commerce, software, agencies. The only reason I was able to succeed in any of my ventures was really through my virtual assistants. Founders should be focused on leadership, vision, strategy, and not worried about their inbox, setting appointments, or customer support. These are the types of tasks that should be delegated to free up your time. And that's our goal with Cherry Assistant, is to help you source, train, and hire and onboard your own virtual assistants. For Whiskey Wednesdays, we're offering a free consultation for any of the prize winners. There's no time limit on the consultation. It's really to help you figure out what type of tasks that you need to delegate and what type of tasks you should be focusing on. At a minimum, you'll walk away with a full guide on what type of tasks to delegate, what tasks to prioritize, and how to actually go about delegating these types of tasks and hiring and sourcing a virtual assistant. You actually don't have to work with us, and we're happy to do this for any prize winner for free. In addition, we also have an AI SEO blog writer that we've created internally and that we're actually now public launching called Kiwi Writer. You also get 10 free blogs for any of the prize winners. Our goal with Cherry Assistant and any of the tools that we're building is to help founders get their time back to focus on the more strategic aspects of their business.
What's up, Whiskey Wednesday? Anish here from the Wishley Group. Super excited to be one of the brand new partners for this incredible community. Huge shout out to Jesse and the team for what you built here. It's truly special, and I love being a part of it. For those of you who don't know who I am or why I'm here, I'm one of the founding members of Rev Genius. Took us from 0 to 5,000 members in just a few short months back when I was there. And now I get to work with folks like Morgan Ingram and Kevin Dorsey on scaling out their business operations. And that's exactly what the Wishley Group's about. We help small, medium-sized companies scale out their businesses by helping them out with sales and marketing efforts. That's really what we're about. And we know a lot of folks in this audience are those revenue professionals. You're either a founder, a marketer, a sales leader, or sales rep even. And we know that everyone has their own fair share of struggles. So what Jesse and I thought could be a fun giveaway is I'll sit down with 5 lucky winners this week to go through their sales/GTM audit. We'll take a look at your deal cycle, your ability to generate revenue, and we'll poke holes at it. We'll see if there's ways that we can improve things based off what you're currently doing. And we know right away that creates a lot of awareness for a lot of the clients we work with. So for those who don't know, I'm also ex-Pinterest and ex-Coca-Cola. I've worked on some of the biggest accounts in the world, closed $50 million in B2B high-ticket sales just myself. So I'm happy to bring all that expertise and knowledge to those 5 folks that win this week. So Jesse, I hope that's a fun enough contest for the crew. Really appreciate you having me here, and cheers, everybody. Have fun.
Hey, Whiskey Wednesday. This is Steven, and I'm one of the founders and CEO of Luna.ai. A bit about us. Luna is an all-in-one B2B sales platform, meaning that we're using AI to find your perfect leads, scour the entire internet to find every piece of information there is to find, and then use this information to write mind-blowing sales emails. And they're not just random emails, because Luna learns from all of your feedback and all of your preferences to write emails just like you would have done it yourself. And the best part is, as soon as you've trained Luna enough, you'll unlock autonomous mode, meaning that Luna will start reaching out to prospects on your behalf. Well, we are super excited to be part of Whiskey Wednesday, and we're looking forward to welcoming a few lucky viewers and have them win a premium account with us. And if you're not one of these lucky viewers, no problem at all, because we also have a free plan which you can use to take Luna for a spin. See you soon.
I love that. Thank you to our sponsors again. Folks, if you're in the comments and you wouldn't mind supporting Whiskey Wednesday by supporting our sponsors and checking them out. But let's get into this third topic. And we really want to add value to the audience. Like, let's give them something they can walk away with that's going to change their sales tactics with this one. So actually, I think, Nick, we've got you that you're kicking off this topic for us. So it's optimizing coverage. Let's get back into data a little bit. The power of enrichment in lead lists. So I love enrichment. I worked for a B2C company, still do. I'm a fractional CMO, B2C data company. So BDEX, we help marketing agencies that are helping consumers. And enrichment is a big part of that. Take your data, your first party data, and enrich it and like find out more information about your customers. But tell us your perspective on optimizing your coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, enrichment in B2B is it's a really tricky thing, but a lot of tools nowadays have made it a lot easier. So enrichment is basically just identifying pretty much any information you have on a singular lead. So let's say you have the first name, you have the last name, you have the website URL of the prospect, and now you're looking for their LinkedIn personal URL, maybe their email, maybe their phone number, and so forth. The easiest tool to do enrichment with right now is called Clay. So what Clay does is it's basically just a spreadsheet on steroids. Like, you can connect a ton of different data sources really easily inside of that spreadsheet and be able to plug in a ton of different data sources to, once again, find the pieces that you're looking for. So one of the SaaS companies I run called Golden Leads actually is run or integrates with Clay. So let's say you had the first name, you had the last name, and you had the personal LinkedIn URL of your lead, and you want to get, let's say, their entire LinkedIn profile, everything on there, and you wanted to feed that into some kind of prompt to write some really cool email copy that's super relevant to the lead list you're building. You could actually do that inside of Clay. You could put in the LinkedIn URL of your prospect, scrape that using Golden Leads, and then pull in all the information from their LinkedIn profile, and then like kind of segment that out inside of Clay and do all the cool stuff that you'd like. So that's something I would recommend. Outside of that, other tools that are really good for just like data and everything in that realm, I would check out ocean.io. So what's really cool about them is they help you identify accounts way easier using AI. So let's say you put in your best customer, they'll help you identify thousands of other companies that are similar to what you input. So if I put in leadbird.io, it would find me other B2B cold email agencies. And so this is super relevant, because what we'll do is we'll ask our customers, hey, who's your top customer? Or what kind of customer do you want more of? And then they'll give us a website URL. We'll plug that into Ocean, take that list, and then go email them. And then, with the cold emails, they're a lot more relevant, because typically you have like a case study that's similar to them. And so it's very easy to kind of to build that relationship via cold email. So yeah, that's basically everything on the enrichment side. If you guys have any specific questions, more than happy to answer.
Lydia and Marin on this topic of enrichment. Like, when you think of enrichment, what's one piece of information you can share with this group to give them something actionable they can take away from?
I can go. Especially in a couple of former jobs, I know that a lot of there's a lot of fields in your CRM a lot of the time, and it's hard to weigh what is actually important to be doing to be appropriately enriching your contacts and then doing outreach based off of that research. And sorry, my dog is going crazy under my desk and it's kind of making me lose my train of thought. But the like the methods that Nick was just talking about, Clay is something that I've played around with and love, but it's not necessarily for beginners. And maybe if you want to pop him back up on the screen, I'd love to know if he has any more baseline products that he's using that like an SDR team could pick up in a day.
Yeah, another one I would recommend is like bettercontacts.rocks. So this one's really cool because there's not that many screens or things to do inside the actual interface, so it's way easier to use. So yeah, but one thing I would say is they're kind of limited on integrations. They're pretty new in the space. So outside of emails and like identifying like maybe even the gender and like phone numbers, they don't really provide much else. But email is like probably like the number one thing most people are looking for either ways.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played with Clay for a little bit and it was definitely a learning curve. I mean, the stuff that it does is absolutely amazing, like mind-blowing, but you got to spend like some real time in there.
Are you talking about Clay again?
Yeah.
Yeah. It took me a good minute to figure out how to do some.
But once you do, I mean, you can really geek out on it. Like, it's crazy.
100%.
I haven't used it. Maybe you can show me sometime, Lydia.
Ooh, okay. Eric, I think it's Nowalowski.
Eric is a genius.
Yeah.
There were
tag him in the comments. That's another one. If you're like all this domain rotation and email stuff is over your head right now and you're in sales, you need to be knowing this. You need to be the leader at your company, like making sure that you guys are not burning your domain, because a lot of the time marketing teams aren't thinking about this. They're dealing with opt-ins. They're not dealing with cold emails a lot of time.
They don't even know it's a problem.
Yeah. They'll be like, hey, put your link in your signature. I was a CMO. I know all about it.
So actually, if anybody's interested, I'll put in the comments. The Ruby project shared a deliverability kind of checklist for beginners a few weeks back, and you can grab it from our page. I'll tag it in the comments.
I love that. Well,
I do want to say that Eric is not with Clay anymore.
That's right.
But there were several calls that I spent with him and Jordan just workshopping different things within Clay, and they are definitely the experts still.
Well, like someone tag Clay in the comments and someone tag Eric in the comments just so people can go follow them, because they sound like, one, a tool that everyone should be checking out. And I know that you mentioned, Nick, ocean.io, so that's another one. Take these tools away, go check them out. Like, we are humans and we use tools for our advantage, and technology is our friend. So embrace it, especially in sales, and be that leader. But let's move into topic 4. If you're not entering to win, I've got the prizes here full screen. This is what you'd win if you do. I'll keep the keywords up here, but we'll be giving those up at the end of the show. So let's get into topic 4, breaking the mold. Maren, this is for you. Unconventional paths to success in sales promotion. So talk to us about sales promotion.
Yeah. I mean, pretty sure everyone knows that it's a pretty rough job market out there right now, which not only means it's harder to get a job, but it's harder to be promoted into roles that maybe were very clearly lined out for you when you were first hired. And a lot of the time when you're starting in an entry-level role, the promotion path is relatively clear. Like if you're starting as an SDR, you'll probably want to become an AE. But sometimes that's not where you want to go. Like I mentioned, I always knew that I wanted to go more into the marketing side of things. And so the steps that I took while I was an SDR were more focused on getting to that end goal.
I think Jesse's having too much fun with these layouts.
I am having a little bit of fun. I was going to see, we're going to talk to Marin about, the job market, because like it is rough out there right now. And if you're in the chat, I think I saw a few of you who I know are looking for jobs right now. Let's support each other. Like, anyone know who's hiring salespeople, SDRs, AEs, director of sales, whatever the positions are, director of SDRs? What are the roles that are out there, and who's looking for work? Sell yourself in the comments right now. Who's looking for a job? We have some really talented people who come to Whiskey Wednesday. Y'all are leveling up. This is a growth circle. Lydia is a champion. She has a course out there. She's selling it $200 a pop. Like, I was like, wait, how many of you sold? I've been doing, like, I need to get my course out there. That's amazing, Lydia. Like, you're doing great work. And there's so many of you out there who are doing great things. It's just super hard right now. It's going to get easier in next year, probably. But right now, it's a struggle. So, like, I don't know. Anyone want to chime in?
It's a tough time, especially a lot of companies end their fiscal year in October too. So things are being put on hold, interview processes. I mean, I'm in one right now that's going into week 5 and there's still several steps left. So it can be, we're coming into the holidays. Like, I don't know, don't struggle alone. Like, me included, we're all kind of going through this struggle in one form or another. So reach out for sure.
Definitely.
And rely on your communities. If you're like here and watching this right now, chances are that you have a whole network of people who are willing to support you, whether that be in jumping into a new department or career path, or finding a new opportunity, or even just bettering your day-to-day practice. I've learned an insane amount from the Whiskey Wednesday group and the ship and our friends on LinkedIn, and definitely wouldn't be where I am without it.
Definitely. Nick, what would you suggest to people out there who are job searching?
Yeah, absolutely. So in the middle of the job search, what I would recommend is some information I gave to a couple of my friends that just recently got laid off from their companies as SDRs is there's so many companies out there in the market right now that are just looking for people to help set demos for them, right? Founder-led sales, they don't have the time to prospect. So while you're looking for that next career path, I would just be outreaching to people and saying, hey, if I could just, on a pay per appointment model, book you calls with cold calls while I'm looking for my, next job, would you be open to that? They'll pay you anywhere from $300 to $500 per appointment set. And so this is something to just kind of do on the side up until you're doing your interviews, you're finding your next career, you're finding that next job that you absolutely love. This is going to hold you over, and something I would recommend. Like, that's what we sell to our clients. We sell them on a pay-per-lead model, and there's just so many. It's like an endless opportunity of businesses. Like in the B2B space, there's the market's huge. So I think it's very easy in the short term to find 3 to 5 people that are willing to pay you anywhere from $300 to $500 per appointment, and spend the afternoon just cold calling for them. You should be able to set at least one appointment a day. And if you're doing that 5 days, you're looking at anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 made in a week. And then that doesn't always come out consistently, but over a month you should be able to make relatively the same amount as you would as an average SDR. So that's what I would recommend until you find that job that you're looking for.
That's a really good point. I think it was Marco Santa Maria that posted about that just today. Like, take advantage of freelancing. Like, there are so many smaller orgs that don't even want a full-time person. 1, maybe they can't afford it. 2, maybe they don't have time. 3, who knows? But like, put a little campaign together and reach out to people for sure. That's really good advice,
Yeah.
Nick.
I would even just go on Upwork and post on there and say, hey, I'm doing it per appointment. It's not a retainer base, and you'll get at least 10 to 15 people that reach out to you specifically. And then you just gotta hop on a call, see who they're targeting. And you're just taking the skills you've already learned as an SDR or an AE and just applying it for them. And at the end of the day, it's really a numbers game, right? Like, if we all call 100, 200, 300 people, we're bound to set some appointments. So, if you can kind of stick to your numbers, like you're going to have people fall through. Obviously, there's a lot of optimization that you could do to kind of, increase your throughput. But at the end of the day, it really is just a numbers game. So yeah, just dial away and start sending some appointments.
I love that you just said throughput. So put in the chat if you know what throughput means. But it's a technical term and talking about basically time and speed. And how would you describe that word?
I just kind of say things when I'm saying it, so it just sounded right in the moment. So we just went with it.
Yeah, no, it's a good one though. And so like when I was doing a lot of text messaging, we would talk about the throughput and think of your email or your text messaging, and you're setting any sort of mass communication as like a throttle. And you want to throttle your sends because you want to send in the inbox or not get spam filtered by carrier filters on phones or by Google. So that is just a technical term that is telling you about that. So throughput. Someone here can talk about that more technically than me, but I was just glad that you mentioned that because I was like, man, the engineers back in the day used to talk about throughput. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else on any of these topics for the audience? And audience, let us know, like, again, in the comments, sell yourself. Who's looking for work? Don't be shy. You have to sell yourself. No one is going to sell you for you. Like maybe some references. If I know you, I'm happy to give you a reference. Let me know what I can do to support anybody here. There's also the Slack community for Whiskey Wednesday. You can join the Slack community. I just noticed that the last post on there was from me last Wednesday. So I feel like Slack's sort of like going down. So if you're interested in WhatsApp, we've got a couple groups there. So Lydia sort of leads one of them. It's a little more co-ed. And, I'm an admin in there. And then I run a women's group, but it's basically sales, marketers, business people. Like join a community and, level yourself up. But anything else anybody else wants to add on any of these topics? Throughput in business is the amount of a product or service that a company can produce or deliver to a client within a specific period of time, says Investopedia. Thank you, Renee, who is a virtual assistant with Cherry Assistant and helping with Whiskey Wednesday now. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's all about like time, speed, and the amount of stuff that goes out. So, in my day, people were talking about it in email and SMS speed, but it could also be in product as well. But great word. Everybody learned something tonight, but put a 1 in the chat if you feel like there's something that you can do to support people who are looking for work, or put a 2 in the chat if you are looking for work. And I'm thinking there's going to be a lot of 2s. And that's okay. I think we have to be vulnerable in these times and really put ourselves out there and also stick together again with a community and lift each other up. A lot of people are looking for work. Share your stories and stand out. Be a pattern interrupt in your applications. Do things that other people aren't doing. Don't blend in. But on that, we have to do the guru of the week. Ooh, ooh, the guru of the week. So drum roll. Let's do it. I'm going to pull it up on the screen. I did it on accident earlier. So we have a couple gurus. Oop, we got to get Nick back up here. Here, I'll hide myself. So Maren and Nick, I'm going to put you guys up on the screen. Can you just talk us through and get everybody here who's watching? Go tag these people that we have on the screen, Riley and Matthew. And they're going to tell you why here in just a moment. But yeah, Maren and Nick, take it away.
Maren, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. I just tagged him in the comments on LinkedIn. I chose Riley Blaisdell because he has been a very big part of everyone's community for the good past year, some change. He's one of the people that I first met through, I think, Whiskey Wednesday. If not, it was a lot of mutual friends from here. And he's just constantly uplifting everyone in the community. Have never heard him not going out of his way to make someone's day. So deserves some recognition.
And I guess I'll go. Sorry, I just totally lost track. So I chose Matthew Lucero. So super inspiring guy to watch. He's, I believe, like 21, maybe 22, so about 2 years younger than me. He dropped out of college and has been running a B2B lead gen agency, similar to ours, just running cold emails. And to see him, so I've been speaking to him for about almost a year now. And I believe when I first met him, he was at, I believe, just recently dropped out, was at like 2 clients at that moment and was going full into the agency. And now he's at around like, I think 20 to 25 clients. So to do that in under a year from inception of the business is really impressive, way ahead of where I was at when I was his age, as well as when I first started. And to see him just take off, it's really inspiring, and wish nothing but the best for him. And he puts a lot of good content out there on cold email. And yeah, he's a really good friend. So just wanted to give him a shout out.
I feel like
So we had anything else?
I feel like it's not talked about enough. Like, there's a lot of people who are very young in this space that are doing incredible things, and
yeah, I agree.
I'm like getting to the point in my life where I'm not the youngest one for the first time.
I actually forgot how old I was. Like at a wedding 2 weeks ago, someone pointed out that I was turning 25, and I was like, no, I'm 23. And they're like, no, you're not. You're 24. And I was like, oh, okay. That's good to hear.
Yep. That has happened to me before too. I was telling someone that I was 29 for a full year, and I didn't realize that I was 28.
Well,
but that's okay.
At least you get a year back. It's good.
Yep.
You guys are so funny. And
I think you're making me feel really old.
I know. I'm like, well, I'm almost 40. But yeah, I know the feeling. It's like, dang, how did I get here? I still feel like I'm 21. But anyone in the comments feel that way, would love to hear from you. Plus, add some questions in. And did you enter to win these prizes? I'm going to pull it up here one more time just to show you what we have. So hashtag marketing is going to get you 1 month free, taking up space. So this is my online group coaching program. I'm really proud of it. We have a really good group there who's meeting. And Mondays, we talk about marketing and audience strategy. Tuesday is my 9-step glass ceiling shatterer framework. Yes, I have gone C-suite twice, and I have 9 steps that I talk about in sort of leadership. And it's for all people. I have men in there. One of them is allyship, because for women, in order for us to break the glass, like, I don't know, to me, the numbers are staggering in terms of how many women CEOs we have, how many women CROs we have. So I think we need to break more glass personally, but we need men to lift up with us. And a lot of the topics are relevant to them too, because imposter syndrome, something we get into with like LinkedIn, that a lot of us are like, get scared about like being our emotional selves. We want to just look at algorithms and quantitative things, but we have to be human. We get into all of this, and on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, all about MarTech. And then if you sign up for my coaching program, you do get technology included. It's not in the prize here, but you do get to join the coaching, the 4 days of the coaching program now. But yeah, that's hashtag marketing. You also get 10 free blogs with key rewriter. You saw DJ at intermission. So put hashtag marketing, and then you get a niche too, 30 minutes. So why not? Cherry Assistant, 30-minute biz optimization consulting. Then we got @Buzz Builder. So just tag them. When you see the @ there, that means I want you to tag them. So on LinkedIn, you put an @ and you start typing someone, and you have to click it. That's what you need to do to enter to win properly. You don't want the @ to be in the comment, but you're going to get the validated context or VA service from Task Minion. You're going to get the Ruby projects course. Lydia, you're going to get 6 months free with Buzz Builder, and then 30 minutes with a niche. And then Luna.ai, 3-month freemium account on Luna.ai. And thank you to Luna for the Grove cookies. That's so kind of you to provide those. And I'm glad to have Grove Cookie Company as a sponsor. They are an awesome company. If you need to do any gifting, check out Grove Cookies. I personally love them. And it's a great, veteran and woman-owned business. So Lavender, they are doing some really great things. So tag Lavender, have it. So this is available only to non-users. And then if you tag Lavender, you're also going to get the 30-minute consulting. And then tag the Wishley group. Go search and follow the Wishley group. See what Anish is up to. Him and Morgan Ingram are going to be on October 25th. So then we'll get to hear more from them then. But if you tag the Wishley group, you're entering to win a headset from Headset Advisor. So what's up, Brandy Bob? Someone tag Brandy Bob.
Wait, I'm wearing mine right now. I won it on Whiskey Wednesday.
I love that. That makes me so happy. I should start wearing mine, but I get really weird about my hair on headsets.
You just have to do it.
I know.
You have to do it.
You have a really nice one too. Do you guys?
Yeah, Marin pulls it off. You can do it, Jesse.
I know, Marin does pull it off.
This is like part of me now.
No. So I have a really nice one actually. I don't know if anyone can see it. It's the
Ooh, that's fancy.
The aura sound, and then there's like the tilde. Brandy can tell you. I can't even hear you guys anymore. Like I don't even know what if anyone's even talking. I'm sorry, but this is the aura sound. Yeah, this is not the one we give away, but thank you to them. This is closer to like a $500 headset. I'm really spoiled. I do use it during the day, but on Whiskey Wednesday, I do my hair, and then I'm like, I don't want to put it on. But now Marin's inspired me because it does have a very podcasty look.
Yeah.
So yeah, enter to win these prizes. We've got great prizes here. And then if you get the headset, you also are getting 30 minutes consulting. So I'm going to go ahead and just start giving these away. So I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Who's going to win on #marketing? Well, we've got 8 entries. So I'm going to go ahead and draw. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Is it going to be Brittany? Maybe Jasmine, maybe Sarah. We'll follow up via email or via DM to get your email. Jamie, congratulations. Jamie on YouTube. But I know Jamie is also on LinkedIn. So Chandra with Task Minion will reach out to you. You can go to reveting.com/winner and give us your data so we can connect you with the brand. So we'll connect with me and the others. Go ahead and share. Right into it. Ooh. Here we go. Prize two. Cherry Assistant. 5 entries. Who's going to win with Cherry Assistant? We have a B, who's lucky here on this Wednesday. Jason, Rob, Brittany. Rob, congratulations. I am so glad that you won that. I think you are really going to enjoy your time with Cherry Assistant. So congratulations to you. Reveting.com/winner. And we'll get your email address. You all are winners. Anyone have any wins they want to share in the comments? Like my win was that, I don't know, I rested a little bit yesterday. I took a bath. It was great. Who's going to win prize 3 though? Let's see.
Sounds nice.
Topher! Woo, woo, woo. Go Topher.
How many times has Topher won?
I don't know.
Like a million.
Yes.
Oh, but Topher, you get my
Thank you for showing up.
Excited.
Yes. Congratulations, Topher. So I'm gonna just keep this rolling. Rolling. Luna. Ooh, 10 on Luna. Everybody wants Luna. You should want Luna. Topher, Carrie, Andrew, Rob, Thomas, Carrie, Rob. Oh, wow. Double win for Rob. And Rob is a coach out of Florida. He's in the Taking Up Space group coaching program too. He won it here on Whiskey Wednesday as well. So he's part of the group. Love having Rob around. He is very inspirational and he'll fill in even on topics sometimes like, where I need him and he's good. He's on it. So he's definitely someone to talk to. But let's give away. I'll stop rambling about Rob. Everyone check out Rob. Okay, open box. Okay, got 3 entries. Open box. Carrie, AP, or Jason? Who will it? Carrie! Carrie's also taking up space. Carrie, congratulations. And you know, revenue.com/winner. Otherwise, Chandra might look up that we already have your information, hopefully. Let's give away lavender. And that 30 minutes with Wishley, Anish, Mark, Andrew, Rob, Sarah, Rob. That's crazy. Congratulations, Rob. Wow, you're going to be getting lavender, man. You're going to be blown away. We'll talk about it in class, yo. Okay, here we go. Let's keep giving this stuff away. We got a lot of winners tonight. Wait, did we give away everything? Oh, I think. Oh, here it is, the Wishley group. I knew we were missing it. 7, Tom, Virginia, Carrie. Who's going to get that headset in 30 minutes with Anish? Shubham. I'm sorry, I probably said that incorrectly. So congratulations to all of our winners. This is Wednesday, and you literally just won, all of you. And now we're going to go into a winning version of a Zoom, and I'll go party together. So come meet me. Marin, Nick, would you be able to join on a Zoom for a little while?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's do it.
Where do I get the link?
Okay, it's reveting.com/afterparty. I'm going to pull it up right here. I'll also just make it clickable for you and put it in the private chat. And I'll drop it in the comments here as well. But does anyone in the who's here still watching have any questions? Any comments? I am pulling up reveting.com/afterparty myself. Had it on the screen. Let me make it clickable for everybody on the LinkedIn world. That's where most of y'all are. Some of you are here on YouTube, so let me make it available to you as well. And Facebook, y'all are there. reveting.com/afterparty. Come hang out with us. That will redirect you to my Zoom link. So I hope you all can be there. Again, congratulations to our winners. Guess real quick, how can our listeners connect with you after the show if they want to? Marin?
Yeah, I'm always on LinkedIn. Please connect with me on LinkedIn. Don't follow, connect with me. And then we also have a Luna community, which I run. It's just a Slack workspace, but I'm happy to send anyone an invite. Everyone is welcome for sales, marketing, cold outreach, anything kind of chat.
That's awesome. And Nick, how about you?
I'm mostly active on Twitter, I think. Yeah, Twitter. So if you look me up, Nick Abraham 12 on either Twitter or LinkedIn, you'll find me there. And then on YouTube as well. Just started the channel. So if you're interested in any of this cool email content, feel free to drop a subscribe.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in to another Whiskey Wednesday. Too early to party for me. Thanks for the session, Jesse. Okay, so that makes me think you're not in the US or Canada, Shubham. So just FYI, the headset is for US or Canada. I can triple check with them depending on where you are. But we'll work on that, and I will connect with everybody else at the Reveting After Party, Whiskey Wednesday. So reveting.com/afterparty. You see it here on the screen, and that's where I'm heading. So peace out, everybody. Thank you. And I'm going to close this out here with our video. Peace.
you.